Admiral James Miller surveyed the alien delegation across the conference table with a measured gaze. The Voidians, tall, graceful beings with translucent skin that revealed pulsing organs beneath, shifted uncomfortably under his scrutiny. Their lead diplomat, who went by the Earth-pronounceable name Thorn, leaned forward. "You must understand, Admiral. We did not anticipate such resistance." Thorn's voice translator added a slight mechanical echo to his words. "Our simulations suggested your species would capitulate within 4 standard cycles after our demonstration of force." Miller allowed himself a small smile. "And yet here we are, 6 months later, signing a peace treaty." He gestured to the holographic document hovering between them, with terms heavily favoring Earth. The story of humanity's unlikely victory against the technologically superior Voidian Empire had already become legend throughout the galactic community. It wasn't the first time humans had been underestimated by alien forces, nor would it be the last. When the Voidian scout ships first appeared in Earth's atmosphere 3 years earlier, humanity had barely established permanent settlements on Mars and Europa. The disparity in technological advancement was immediately apparent. The aliens possessed faster-than-light travel, energy shields, and matter conversion technology that made Earth's most advanced weaponry seem primitive by comparison. The Voidian Empire controlled over 30 star systems, having assimilated or conquered every sentient species they encountered. Their diplomatic overture to Earth had been straightforward: surrender planetary governance or face obliteration. To demonstrate their power, they vaporized the uninhabited moon outposts with a single energy pulse from their mothership. What they hadn't counted on was humanity's unique relationship with warfare. Professor Thomas Gray, Earth's leading xenohistorian, had been the first to identify the critical oversight in Voidian intelligence. "They've never encountered a species like us," he'd explained to the United Earth Defense Council. "Every civilization they've conquered evolved toward peaceful cooperation as they advanced technologically. Warfare was a primitive phase they outgrew." Humans had taken a different path. Throughout their bloody history, technological advancement had always been intertwined with military innovation. From the first stone tools and bronze weapons to nuclear warheads and neural disruptors, humans had never stopped refining the art of combat. War wasn't just something they did. It was something they studied, theorized about, and perfected across millennia. The Voidians had superior technology, but humans had something more valuable: a vast repository of combat expertise spanning thousands of years. "Your species is an anomaly," Thorn continued, his skin flushing a pale blue that humans have learned indicated frustration. "You advance technologically while simultaneously refining combat techniques. Most species abandon warfare as they become more advanced." Miller nodded. "We've had this conversation with the Centaurians and the Proxima Coalition as well. Humanity never stopped being warriors, even as we became scientists and artists. It's in our history, our DNA." When the actual conflict began, the Voidians expected a conventional response, perhaps nuclear weapons or directed energy counterattacks against their vessels. Instead, they faced an adversary who drew upon military doctrines, stretching back to Sun Tzu, Napoleon, and Patton. The humans fought asymmetrically. They employed guerrilla tactics from Earth's many insurgencies. They adapted ancient naval warfare strategies to space combat. They utilized psychological warfare tactics honed across centuries of human conflict. Lieutenant Anna Reed, who now sat quietly at Miller's side, had been instrumental in the final Earth offensive. Drawing from historical insurgencies, she had developed a strategy to infiltrate Voidian command ships using captured alien technology modified by human engineers. Her small strike teams had disabled the alien fleet from within, creating vulnerabilities the Earth forces could exploit. "We found your historical records disturbing," Thorn admitted, his four-fingered hand making a gesture translated as respectful apprehension. "Your species has fought over 15,000 documented wars among yourselves. You've developed more than 40,000 distinct weapons systems throughout your history. Your military academies study conflicts from thousands of years ago. We learn from our mistakes," Reed said, speaking for the first time. "Each conflict taught us something new of strategy, about tactics, about the psychology of combat." The treaty before them acknowledged a new reality in the galactic community. Humanity would retain independence and receive technology transfers from the Voidian Empire. In exchange, humans would share their unique military expertise, not for conquest, but to establish a more secure peace throughout the galaxy. As the delegation prepared to depart, Miller walked Thorne to the observation deck overlooking Earth. The blue planet rotated serenely below them, showing no scars from the brief but intense conflict. You know, Miller said thoughtfully, there's an old human saying that the best warriors are those who hope never to use their skills. Thorne's translator took a moment to process this contradiction, typical of humans. Miller shook his head. Not really. We study war so thoroughly because we understand its cost. Every military academy on Earth teaches the importance of avoiding conflict when possible. But when conflict becomes unavoidable, you are formidable. Thorne completed the thought. The galaxy will need to adjust to your presence. We're hoping to learn from you as well, Miller replied. Your species achieved peace among yourselves centuries ago. Perhaps that's a battle humans have yet to win. As the alien delegation departed Earth orbit, historians began documenting yet another chapter in humanity's long relationship with warfare, one where, ironically, their expertise in combat had secured peace rather than prolonged conflict. And throughout the galaxy, other civilizations began to reconsider the strange, contradictory species from the third planet of an unremarkable yellow star, a species whose mastery of warfare had made them not just survivors, but unexpected leaders in a dangerous universe.